Reaching 60 doesn't mean the end of the road, it can actually be the beginning of a fuller, more purposeful life. To make that possible, there are 7 powerful practices that can transform how you face challenges and take care of your mental health. Harold Mitchell applied them in his own journey, and what he discovered might change your life too. Stay with me until the end, because these insights could open a new chapter in your life. Harold Mitchell was 18 when he was thrown into the heart of war. He expected to face bullets and explosions, but the real threat came in silence. He saw comrades collapse, gasping for air. He tried to save one, but another soldier pulled him back just in time. He had to be strong, and he was. He controlled his mind with discipline and clung to the belief that he would survive. He kept his parents and his girlfriend in his thoughts, and those memories kept him standing when everything around him was falling apart. The difficulties we face carry different weights. For some they seem like insurmountable mountains, for others, just small hills easy to cross. That's why I invite you to stay, because this content will help you face the small obstacles before they become giants. In a moment, you'll discover the 7 practices that kept Harold Mitchell standing, secrets that could transform how you face your own challenges. This channel is new, help us grow on YouTube, subscribe so you don't miss the next videos. Decades later, at 90 years old, he still carried those memories. When he told his story, he didn't just shock his grandchildren with the horrors he'd lived through, he revealed something he'd kept silent for years. In the midst of war, he learned that life isn't measured by what we lose, but by what we choose to preserve. And with a steady gaze, he ended his memories with a sentence that left everyone in silence. The real enemy was never the one in front of us, but the one trying to destroy us from within. Together, let's explore the 7 practices. The last one, rarely remembered, might be the secret to overcoming any challenge and starting anew at any stage of life. First, resilience, turning pain into strength. Harold learned early that life isn't about avoiding storms, but about standing firm within them. When the toxic cloud surrounded him, he saw comrades fall, but he chose to resist. Resilience isn't born in comfort, but in the ability to rise even when everything seems lost. After 60, this practice shows up in accepting the body's limitations, inevitable losses, and still choosing to live intensely. Every hardship is an invitation to strengthen your spirit. Just as he breathed through wet cloths to survive, today you can use your own strategies, cultivating hobbies, strengthening bonds, nourishing your mind, and keep breathing hope amid challenges. And you, when life storms hit, do you choose to bend or rise stronger? Second, determination, moving forward even when it seems impossible. On the battlefield, Harold faced moments when giving up seemed logical, but he held on to the determination to return home, no matter the cost. This force of persistence is essential after 60, when the world tries to convince you there's no more time for new achievements. Determination is waking up every day with purpose, learning something new, taking care of your health, staying active in your community. It's choosing movement over stagnation. He didn't survive by chance, he chose not to surrender to despair. In the same way, you can turn obstacles into stepping stones and keep moving steadily toward your dreams. Determination is the flame that keeps alive the certainty that there's still much to live, learn, and accomplish. And you, do you let age become a limit, or do you use determination to expand your horizons? Third, faith, believing when everything seems lost. Amid chaos, Harold closed his eyes and held on to the faith that he would see his parents and his girlfriend again. That belief gave meaning to his uncertain days. After 60, nurturing faith is vital, not only in a religious sense, but as a deep trust that life still holds beauty and purpose. Faith reminds us that tomorrow may bring new joys, even when today hurts. It sustains us when health fails, when loved ones leave, when loneliness tightens its grip. Harold showed that faith doesn't eliminate suffering, but offers a horizon. It gives us strength to walk through dark nights, certain that light always returns. It's believing in life, even when it seems fragile. And you, when everything around you seems to collapse, where do you find the faith that keeps your steps steady? Fourth, courage, facing the inner enemy. Harold said the real enemy was never the one in front of him, but the one trying to destroy him from within: fear, despair, doubt. This lesson is crucial after 60, when inner demons may appear as insecurity, regret, or fear of the future. Courage is not the absence of fear, but the decision to act in spite of it. It's looking in the mirror and accepting the marks of time with dignity. It's having the boldness to reinvent yourself, to dream again, to start new projects. Courage turns limitations into lessons and vulnerability into strength. Just as Harold remained standing when everything was collapsing, you too can face your inner challenges and find power exactly where you once believed your weakness lay. And you, do you listen more to the fear that paralyzes, or to the courage that could set your life free? Fifth, positive mindset, nurturing what preserves life. Even in the midst of horror, Harold chose to think of his parents and his girlfriend, later his wife, cultivating memories that gave him energy. This reveals the power of a positive mindset. After 60, this daily choice becomes vital, focusing on what you can still experience, not on what you've already lost. The mind has the power to shape how your body and soul face challenges. Those who cultivate gratitude, hope, and purpose live with greater lightness and better health. Harold didn't survive through physical discipline alone, he also nourished images that preserved his humanity. In the same way, by feeding your mind with good memories, lessons learned, and simple joys, you create an inner space of peace. A positive mindset doesn't ignore pain, it simply refuses to let pain take control of your life. And you, do you feed your mind with hope, or allow negativity to dictate your path? Sixth, wisdom, choosing what truly matters. Decades later, Harold taught his grandchildren that life isn't measured by what we lose, but by what we choose to preserve. This is the final practice, living with wisdom. After 60, it's time to simplify, value what's essential, and let go of unnecessary burdens. Wisdom arises from the sum of the previous practices: resilience, determination, faith, courage, and a positive mindset. It's understanding that time is worth more than possessions, that memories outweigh material achievements, and that the greatest victory is keeping your heart at peace. He survived because he knew how to preserve what kept his soul alive: love and hope. At 90, his message still echoed: always choose to hold on to what strengthens you. Wisdom is realizing that aging isn't losing, it's refining the essence of life. And you, do you spend your time accumulating what weighs you down, or preserving what truly matters? Seventh, mental health, cultivating gratitude and self-love. Harold realized that surviving wasn't just about winning external battles, but about tending to the silent wars within the mind. Decades after the war, he understood that maintaining mental health required a daily practice of gratitude and self-love. Gratitude allowed him to appreciate the simple things: the family embrace, the morning sun, the chance to tell his story. Self-love reminded him that he didn't need to prove anything to the world, only to live in peace with himself. After 60, this practice becomes essential: being thankful for small victories, accepting life's marks as symbols of resilience, and treating yourself with kindness. Mental health is like a garden, every thought is a seed. Gratitude and self-love are the flowers that keep this garden alive, even when life brings storms. And you, do you cultivate a garden of peace within yourself, or do you let the weeds of the past take up too much space? 5 phrases to reflect on, with gentle music. 1. I'm grateful to be alive today, and that alone is a victory. 2. I am worthy of love, especially my own. 3. Every scar on me is proof of my strength, not my weakness. 4. Gratitude turns what I have into abundance. 5. When I love and respect myself, the world becomes lighter around me. These practices are scientifically supported, confirmed by a study published in Frontiers in Psychology, 2015. And here's a practical suggestion. Science has already proven that listening to soft music and meditating on positive phrases helps combat mental fatigue, improves quality of life, and strengthens resilience. Set aside a few minutes each day for this. Play a calm melody, close your eyes, and mentally repeat words that nourish your mind and heart. If you've made it this far, congratulations. It shows you're committed to learning, from a man who survived war and lived nearly a century, strengthening his mind to face any challenge. Along this journey, we've seen simple but powerful lessons: accepting pain without surrendering to it, managing emotions amid chaos, valuing simple moments, living without regrets, and turning tragedies into wisdom. This channel is new. It was created to inspire you to find balance, courage, and self-awareness, so you can live your best years with joy. Subscribe, share, and stay with us on this journey. Our stories are based on real events.